So I wanted to give a little tour of my Victory Garden. I built this planter and started my Victory Garden about 6 weeks ago. Just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what you can do in 6 weeks. So I'm in Central Florida, and I was kind of at the tail end of the season for collards, but I planted collards. They're starting to do pretty good. I originally had kale here. You can see one baby kale, and then one more here. They didn't do very well. I have them in other places and they do really well, but they didn't do well for me here for some reason. So I came back in and planted this burgundy okra because it does better in the hot weather. So I've got some doing the square foot gardening method, and I just use ropes to tie it off. I've also got some beans down here that are doing really well. So we're at about 6 weeks now, and they're already putting on some beans. My mustard greens are doing really well. I have extra large hands, and these things are as big as my hand. So this leaf is probably 2 foot long, and so my mustard greens have done pretty well. I have a few carrots in here. They're all shaded out right now. And then I have another square of mustard greens. And these beans, I have 9 plants per square. And I think I've got 2 squares of beans. I have some more collard greens in here, and I planted some more mustards because my original collard plant right there died. So I put in some mustard greens there and mustards right there. They're shaded out right now by the beans, but it's a start. I also put in about 4 weeks ago a lot of these burgundy okra because they do really well in hotter climates, and so I put some of them in. Here's another one of my beds that I put in about 7 weeks ago. So I have more mustard greens. I've already harvested from this one time and had a whole side of mustard greens. This is my bok choy. It's already bolting and going to seed, so I'm going to harvest it a little bit later today. Ruby red Swiss chard, more mustard greens that I came back in. My Swiss chard did not do very well this year. I think I got it in too late and it was a little too hot. So those plants died, or I transplanted them out of this bed to other places where they did better. This is another Swiss, these are some more Swiss chard here. Baby lizard in there. We've got a cabbage that my daughter planted a while back. It's way past the end of the season for that, but it's still coming along. Some more mustard greens in pots, some more bok choy in pots, lots of pineapples that I've grown from pineapple tops, more mustard greens and carrots, more carrots, dinosaur kale. It did better here because I'm in the shade of this avocado tree. This is a kale from transplant. This one actually is too. This is a kale from transplant as well. I transplanted from the mother plant, and that one is as well. It's not doing as well. A little tomato plant that my daughter planted. Some more beans, some carrots, onions, green onions, more mustard greens. The last of my potato plants for the year. Leeks, they're about to flower. This is a leek too. The top is all curled down, but it's about to flower. Another leek, and some more mustard greens there. This was a whole bed of radishes. I harvested 58 radishes from this bed 3 weeks or 3.5 weeks after planting. I replanted a couple of weeks ago with this okra. Some more burgundy okra, another pineapple. These are all grown from tops. This one should give me a pineapple this year. The one in the blue container there gave me a pineapple last year, and it's already regrowing another top. My sweet potato leaves are looking really good. We cut and stir fry sweet potato leaves and eat them. So I've got a great bed of those. Thai basil. These are all transplants from cuttings that I've made. This is a dinosaur kale that I grew from seed this year. It's a little bit hot for it, but I'm gonna move it over here in underneath the shadow of the tree. Some more Swiss chard, also Swiss chard. Green onions. These I grew from store-bought cuttings. Basil, I also grew from cuttings. More basil here. And aloe vera. I've also been growing in the ground some Seminole squash or Seminole pumpkin. It is a native variety to Florida and the Southeast, and so I've been growing that one from seeds that I got locally. I've not done much with this bed. I've not done any weeding or anything, and it's hard to grow in Florida sandy soil, but this is an experiment I'm trying to do to see what I can grow here. So I've got those leaves there are turnips. This is okra, and a few more turnips in there along with this big squash. So hopefully, or big pumpkin, Seminole pumpkin or Seminole squash they call it. So hopefully I'll get some more stuff out of this. This is that turnip green. This is another turnip green. This is a turnip green here. And this is some wild plant that's in there that I'm either gonna let it grow or pull it out. So I'll take you around to the front yard where I've got a few more plants. I have some more sweet potato leaves here. And this is in a pallet planter that I built. More sweet potato leaves in a pallet planter that I built. And this is more of the Thai basil. It had already gone to seed, and so I clipped off the seed pods to try to get some more growth out of it. Onions, green onions, same thing, they've already gone to seed. But this box is really full. I have several green onions along with all the sweet potatoes. Some roses, beautiful flowers, New Guinea impatiens, and this is another planter box that I built for my wife. Here's another planter that I built for my wife with marigolds in it. I have some more burgundy okra here, mixed in with marigolds and vincas and more Thai basil. All my Thai basil has come from leftover cuttings from going to Vietnamese restaurants and eating pho. And with the pho comes Thai basil, and any little bits of sprigs that I have left over, I grow Thai basil from cuttings, and I've probably got 20 or more plants now, and then they seed every year. More burgundy okra. So burgundy okra, this is my first year growing it. I'm excited about it. It has burgundy pods, 3-inch long or 3-inch wide, yellow blossoms. So it's also grown as an ornamental and also edible. Here's another sweet potato, starting to look a little bit rough. I actually harvested a sweet potato as big as my hand off this bush last year and just replanted it to see what would happen, and it grew again. So off the same root stock, I just put it right back into the ground after harvesting, and it grew again. Some more, few carrots, okra, and here's some of my dinosaur kale. This is the 3rd year on this dinosaur kale. So we get a few meals off of it throughout the year, and we've had it now for 3 years. I had several more really big plants in the back, but the squirrels got them. So I planted more this year. Okay, so that's a brief tour of my victory garden. I hope you enjoyed it.